Hello everyone. Today we are going to see about the structures of xenon compounds. Okay, we'll see its hybridization, its shape, and tomorrow my lecture will be based on the doubts which you have asked in the comment section. Still, anyone if is having doubt, please ask me so that I get number of doubts, so that only that doubtful questions I will solve. Do not worry about the answer key. If answer key is varying, I will change the answers. Do not worry about it. Okay. But paper was bit tough, I know this, and this type of questions can come. You would have got less time to solve also, but to solve it. Okay. I think one bonus will be there. I have not seen yet. Maybe one bonus is there because it is a typing mistake. But 99% I am not sure. I am not sure that bonus will be there. I will check it out, and tomorrow's lecture I will give based on the doubts. So today what you have to do is you go on giving the comment section the number of doubts you tell me, so that questions only I will do in the lecture, so that I will not waste my lecture and I will continue. Clear? So today you can make a heading: structures of xenon compounds. We will see its hybridization, expected hybridization, will shape. It's very easy. Bond pair, lone pair. This also we have done in the previous classes. Yes or no? See, first thing only I will show you that xenon, the general configuration will be NS2, NP6, and will be also having one ND0 empty d orbital. Yes or no? So from here, first shape we are going to see is XeF2. In XeF2 there are 8 electrons plus 2 into 7 for fluorine, outermost orbit. So 8 plus 14, and 8 plus 14 means how much by 14 plus 6, 20 and 22. 22 means first we will see 8 to the 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 6. 2 3s are 6, so 0. 3 plus 2, 5. So 3 plus 2, 5. 5 means what? sp3d. Okay. So sp3d shape means what? 3 plus 2, 5. So shape will be trigonal. 3 plus 2, no, sp3d, yes. So shape is what? Trigonal pyramidal. It is expected shape. So no, which shape? But it is not actually trigonal pyramidal. Why? We will see this. See here, this is Xe, means here NS2, this is NP, and this is ND. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here NP6. So here 2 will come, here 6 will come. Now I have to adjust 2 fluorine. So what I will do? I will supply the energy and I will go to the excitation state of xenon. So the electron from this last NP will get jump and goes to the ND. When it goes to the ND, so one fluorine will come here and one fluorine will come here. So here one fluorine, here one fluorine. Yes or no? So how many bond pair? So how many bond pair we have? We have bond pair is 2. How many lone pair? So 1, 2, 3. So when bond pair is 2, lone pair is 3, so it cannot be a tetrahedral, trigonal pyramidal. It should be what? Linear. So shape is what here? Linear. Please remember this. So this is Xe. Axial position will be taken by the fluorine. This is linear shape, and there are how many lone pair? 3 lone pair. So one lone pair will come here, one lone pair will come here, and one lone pair will come here. So you can make a note this. So this is the shape. Okay. In this way it will be drawn. Clear? Linear shape. Write on this. The shape is what? Linear. This is very important. Okay. The expected shape you will see by seeing this only. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 means trigonal pyramidal. No. Bipyramidal. Sorry. Trigonal bipyramidal. No? 3 plus 2, 5. Trigonal bipyramidal. You will be wondering, will write down trigonal bipyramidal. No. See the bond pair. So bond pair are 2 only. No, they can bond with only 2. Okay. So this shape is what? Linear shape. Okay. And remember here it will be axial position. Why this fluorine will acquire axial position? Why not these positions? The reason is the fluorine will acquire the less position to minimize the repulsion between the bond pair and lone pair. the fluorine will acquire the axial position to minimize the repulsion between bond pair and lone pair. This everything you know. Clear, students? Clear? Can I go for next? Clear? Okay. Take a screenshot. Taken. Okay. So write down next. Next topic means next question is XeF4. So again you write down Xe means 8, 4 into 7, 8, 28, 6 and 36. So here 36, here 8, 4 za 32, 6 minus 2, 4, 2 2 za 4, 0. So here 4 plus 2, 6, yes or no? Here 4 plus 2, 6, 6 means what? sp3 d2, 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1, 6. So expected shape, what you can say? So 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1, 6. Expected shape should be octahedral. Yes or no? But it's not octahedral. Why? We will see this. See, Xe is 8, no? NS2, NP6. This is NS, this is NP, this is ND. So here 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So here 2 will come. Here also 2, 6 will come. Yes or no? Clear this part. Now, how many fluorine to be adjusted? 4 fluorine. So if I do the first excitation state, so this is 2 fluorine will be adjusted. Again, one more excitation state. So I have to supply how many excitation state? 2 excitation state. When I supply the 2 excitation state, 4 space will be empty. So one fluorine will come here, one fluorine will come here, one fluorine will come here, one fluorine will come here. So this is F, this is F, this is F, this is F. So how many bond pair? 4 bond pair. How many lone pair? 2 lone pair. So with the 4 bond pair, which shape will come? Square planar. See, 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1, 6. The shape expected was octahedral. But think, there are only 4 bonding they are making. So when they make 4 bond, so 4 bond are making. So 4 bond means which kind of a shape? Square planar. So shape will be square planar. So shape is square planar. Okay, this is Xe, here F, here F, here F, here F, F, F. This is all are the bond pair, and 2 lone pair will be acquiring on the axial position. Write down this square planar. Everything has been given in your book. Okay, just to understand, the expected shape was 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1, 6. Expected shape was octahedral, but actually the shape is square planar. Clear? Next. Clear? Okay. Can I go for next? Take a screenshot. Okay. So next is XeF6, and student, XeF6 you make a star point. It's very important because here one exceptional point will come. One exceptional case is for XeF6. What is the exceptional case? I will tell you. But write down XeF6. So Xe is 8, 6 into 7. So 8 plus 42, 50. Yes or no? 50 means 8 6 ja 48. 2 will come, 2 1 ja 2, 0. So here 6 plus 1, 7. 7 means what? sp3 d3. So shape is what? 3 plus 3, 6 plus 1, 7. So 7 means what? What the shape is? Distorted. We can say XeF6. 3 plus 3, 6 plus 1, 7, plus 2, 5. Yes, sp3 d3 only, no? So shape can be what? Octahedral. Let's see. Okay. So now we'll see the bond pair, lone pair. Xe, here NS, here NP, and here ND. NS, NP, ND. Okay. 48. Sorry. Correct. sp3 d3. No, see, that only the exceptional case. Here, see, there are two exceptional case will come here. The NS2 will be there. Instead of you are getting here sp3d3, but actually it is sp3d2. This is only the exception point. This is an exception. Okay, please you check it out. This is an exception. Actually, you are getting 6 plus 1 7, but it is sp3d2. Clear? So the shape is what? sp3d2. Hybridization will be sp3d2. Okay, here NP 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 6. Okay, now I have to space how many? I have to empty the space 6, no? So 3 excitation states. See, first excitation 1 2 3 4. First excitation state, here electron will come. Second excitation state, here electron will come. Third excitation state, here electron will come. So I have to supply 3 excitation state. Okay, the first excitation state here, second 3 4 5 6. So how many bond pair? Here fluorine, here fluorine, here fluorine, here fluorine, here fluorine, and here fluorine. Okay, so there are 6 bond pair and 1 lone pair. So according to the 6 bond pair and 1 lone pair, the shape should be pentagonal pyramidal. The shape should be what? The shape should be, there are 2 exceptions. First is sp3d2 is the hybridization. Second is pentagonal pyramidal. Pentagonal pyramidal shape should be there, but it is not this shape. Wrong. We do not have pentagonal pyramidal shape. No, it should be pentagonal pyramidal, but it is not there. According to X-ray studies, this is very important point. Okay, according to X-ray studies, the shape observed is distorted octahedral. The shape observed is distorted octahedral. You can see. Okay, so this is very key point. XeAF6 is the shape from 6 bond pair and 1 lone pair. It is seen that it should be pentagonal pyramidal structure. Should be what? Pentagonal pyramidal structure. But X-ray study says that it is not a pentagonal pyramidal shape. Instead, it is an distorted octahedral. So, to remember this. Okay, it is a which shape? Distorted octahedral. So, how to remember this here? Here Xe, one here, one here, one here, one here. F, here one F, here one F, here one F. Then 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 bond pair, no? So 6 bond pair here, F1 here, F1 here, and 1 lone pair which is behind the Xe. So in this way the shape will be there. You can join this if you need. Okay, this is everything you know. Distorted octahedral. The shape should be what? This Xe is behind. See, suppose this is here one Xe will be there, center Xe, here one Xe, here F, here F, here F, here F, here one F, here one F. So if you join this, it will be an octahedral. Back is one lone pair. Clear? But actually the shape should be what? Pentagonal pyramid. Pentagonal pyramid. So see here, next I will go with XeO3. So in this, how to remember in XeO3? See, it's very simple. What we will do now? We will remember XeO3. So as you know, Xe outermost orbit 8. So directly remember the structures. Okay. So here Xe1, see here, Xe will do first 3 sigma bond with O. But as you know, oxygen minimum bonding requires is double bond. So here one double bond, here one double bond, here one double bond. So 2, 4, 6 and one lone pair. So there are how many bond pairs? So totally bond pair are 3. Yes or no? Lone pair is 1. Okay. And you can see here the structure, it will be the hybridization will be what? sp3 hybridization. Which hybridization? sp3 hybridization. Yes or no? And how to remember this? We will try to solve this. 8 and 3, 6. So 8 plus 12. So 20. 20 means 8 2s are 16 means 4 here. 2 2s are 4, 0. So 2 plus 2 what? 4, and 4 means what? sp3 hybridization. Okay. If sp3 hybridization, the shape should be what? Tetrahedral. Shape should be what? Tetrahedral, no? But as it is a bone pair is 3 and lone pair is 1, so it is what? Trigonal pyramidal. Trigonal pyramidal. Directly remember the shape. Need not to go in detail how many bone pair, lone pair. Remember for oxygen, remember directly from the shape itself. Okay. So this is your XeO3. The next we will see. I hope you have taken the screenshot. Next we will see XeOF4. XeOF4. So first we will see the hybridization. The hybridization will be what? Xe means 8, O means 6, and 4 into 7. 8 plus 6 plus 28. 8 plus 6 14, and 14 28. 8 plus 4 12, 42. So here 42, here 42. So here 8 will come. 5 are 42. 1s are 2. So 5 plus 1 6. So 5 plus 1 6 means what? sp3 d2. So sp3 d2 is the hybridization. Yes or no? 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1 6. Octahedral you are thinking, but it is not octahedral. It's a square pyramidal. What will be the shape? Please remember, square pyramidal. I am not doing in detail for oxygen. Okay. Rest of the things you can do as I was doing in the fluorine. Okay. Because of lack of time. So now see here Xe, that is a square. So this is a one square pyramidal. So this is F. Okay. F here, F here, F here, F here. It is oxygen, so require double bond. So XeOF4. Clear this part? Now, now we will see. So see here, 1 in the outermost orbit of xenon should be 8, no? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still more 2 electron means what? 1 lone pair will be there. Clear this part? So I can say how many bone pair? So totally bone pair are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1 lone pair. Write down this. So 2 bone pair, 5 bone pair and 1 lone pair. Write down this. Okay. Why I have taken this lone pair? See, Xe outermost orbit should be octet should be completed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still more 2 electrons are required, means 1 pair is required. So here 2 electron will come. Clear? And square planar should be the shape. Actually the shape you are thinking is 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1, 6 octahedral, but the shape is square pyramidal. Clear this part? Hybridization. Okay, next we will go. Next we will go XeO2F2. XeO2F2. Now how to remember this? So see here. See, first we will see the hybridization. Xenon means 8, 2 into 6, 2 into 7. So 8 plus 12 plus 14. So answer will be 14 plus 12 means 26. So 20. 12 plus 8, 20 plus 14, 34. So here 34 will come. Here 8 will come. So 8 5s are 40. No. 8 4s are 32. 4 minus 2, 2. And 2 1s are 2. 0. 4 plus 1, 5. 5 means what? sp3d. sp3d. Yes or no? That's it. Over. So sp3d means what? Trigonal bipyramidal. You are thinking the shape is what? Trigonal bipyramidal. But no. See here. We have to see here XeO2F2. So see here this XeO2. So see, fluorine are how many? So there are fluorine are 2. So fluorine, when then fluorine are 2, so they will acquire the axial position. Oxygen are how many? 2. So here one oxygen, but here one oxygen. But as you know, they have to make a pi bond because oxygen require double bond to make a bond. Okay. And xenon outermost orbit should be how many electron? 8 electron. No. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So one lone pair will come behind. So this shape is nothing but which kind of a shape? Seesaw shape. We can say as a seesaw shape. Remember, it's a seesaw shape. Okay. Everything is given in the book. You can remember this shape. Okay. What we are thinking here? 3 plus 2, 5. So 5 means what? Trigonal bipyramidal. Trigonal bipyramidal will not come. Instead will come what? Seesaw shape. Clear this part? Oxygen will acquire double position, double bond. Why oxygen acquire double bond? Because oxygen require 2 electrons to make a bond. Clear this part? Okay. Now I will discuss the paper as the last class I have given in the exam. See here. First, just take it. Taken, no? Okay. So whichever the doubts are there, that only I will take. Okay. Other questions were very easy. Certain questions were there. See, Question number 2, in which of the following arrangement, first take your paper, chalo, take your paper, pause the video and take the paper. So I hope you have taken the paper now. Okay, see the question number 2. In which of the following arrangement the sequence is not, we have to find the wrong answer. We have to find the wrong answer. See, answer number C is wrong. Answer C is wrong, means this is the correct answer for us. Why? Because NH3, they have given NH3 is less than PH3 is less than ASH3 is less than SbH3, and they have given basic power. So by basic power, ammonia will be more. Ammonia has the strongest basic power because ammonia, nitrogen is the smallest in size. They are having the high electronegative in nature, means they will attract easily H plus by donating their lone pair of electron. So one who accept H plus easily, they are the most basic. Moving downside the group, the size increases, electronegativity decreases. As the nitrogen can attract H plus easily, other element cannot attract. So here ammonia should not be less. Ammonia should be more than the basic power. Okay. So actually the series should be like this. NH3 should be greater than PH3, should be greater than ASH3, and should be greater than SbH3. So this is the correct answer. This is the correct answer. But in the question itself said not. Not means you have to find the wrong answer. So this is actually this answer is wrong. But in the question itself says you have to find the wrong answer. Means for us this answer is correct for the MCQ. Actually this is not the series, this is the series. But in the question itself says not, means you have to find the wrong answer. So answer is C only, correct. Clear this part? Next question. Which of the following is not known? By NCl5 cannot be known because NCl5 means what? NCl5 means if you see the nitrogen electronic configuration, it is 1s2, 2s2, 2p5, 2p3. So see the outermost orbit 2s2, 2p3. So here S and here 2p. So S is having 2 and here 2p. So it is having 3. Yes or no? Now nitrogen does not have any kind of a d orbital. No, there is no d orbital. When there is no d orbital, the expansion does not occur. And when expansion does not occur, at the max, how much position is possible for chlorine? 1, 2 and 3. So here one chlorine can come, here one chlorine can come, here one chlorine can come. So maximum NCl3 is only possible, whereas NCl5 is not possible because nitrogen does not have any kind of a d orbital, hence it cannot expand. Whereas other it is possible, PCl5 is possible because in after nitrogen all the element is having the empty d orbital, so they can expand. When they can expand, more number of chlorine can come. But here nitrogen is, there is no d orbital, there is an absence of vacant d orbital, so nitrogen has the maximum position 3 to give the chlorine. That's why NCl3 maximum is possible. So which is not possible? NCl5 is not possible. That's why NCl5 is not known. See Ni3, yes, 1 iodine, 2 iodine, 3 iodine, yes, it is possible. SbCl3 is also possible, NCl3 is also possible, but NCl5 is not possible. So this answer is also correct. Clear? In question number 6, you have to remember that whenever you dissolve in ammonia in water, it will produce NH4OH. And when it goes to the NH4OH, as it is a weak basic, so what will happen, in the water it will get dissociated and generate NH4 plus, OH minus, and some undissociated NH4OH also, because NH4OH is a weak base. So as you know the story of weak base, what do you mean by weak base? The weak base are the base which will not dissociate completely in the water, which will not ionize completely in water. So whenever you add NH3 in water, it will form NH4OH. So NH4OH solution contain NH4 plus, some OH minus, and some undissociated NH4OH. Why undissociated NH4OH? Because NH4OH is a weak base, hence it will not dissociate completely. So some undissociated molecules also will be there in the solution of NH4OH. So three things will be there in NH4OH. One NH4 plus, another OH minus, and some undissociated NH4OH. So you have to remember this. It's a correct answer, I have checked. Okay. Clear this part? The next question they have asked, the following reaction HNO3, question number 12. So there is a mistake, so I have repaired it. The answer should be NO and NO2. When you are using the concentrated nitric acid, nitric oxide should come, and when you are using the dilute nitric acid, NO2 should come. So I have repaired this question answer, I have repaired it, we will get the correct answer. Correct answer is C in question number 12. For concentrated nitric acid, when you react with zinc, X will be NO and dilute will be NO2. Yes, it will be not D, it will be C. Clear this part? Then Question number 14 is also a mistake. You have to use white phosphorus and concentrated NOH, not the white phosphorus and dilute NOH. Sorry. So it was also a mistake. I have repaired it. We will get the marks. So the white phosphorus, question number 14 answer will come white phosphorus and concentrated NOH. Then question number 15 is ozone is obtained from the oxygen by silent electric discharge, Brody and Coldy apparatus, yes or no? So oxygen is undergoing what? Silent electric discharge. So this is a very simple question, that ozone is obtained from oxygen, so answer will be C, that is by silent electric discharge. That is the correct answer. Okay. Then next comes the salt of sulfurous acid, man. It's very simple. Sulfurous acid means what? H2SO3. Split it, it will form H plus and SO3 minus 2, means sulfite ion will be formed. SO4 2 minus is a sulfate, but SO3 minus 2 is a sulfite. So answer will come sulfite, which is the correct answer. Okay. Then the final acid obtained by the contact process H2S2O7, this everything you know. Okay. There is no SS bond. This also answer is also correct in H2O7 2 minus 2. H2S2O7 minus 2, there is no SS bond. Question number 23. The incorrect statement among the following is, the number of questions that students have asked me this doubt. We have to find the wrong answer. See, incorrect statements meant what? The incorrect statements means you have to find the wrong answer. So see, C60 is an allotropic form of carbon. Yes, it is a correct. It is true, no? C60 is an allotropic form of a carbon. It is a true. They have not told C60 is only allotrop. They have told C60 is an allotropic form of carbon. Yes, it is true, but you have to find the wrong answer. So A option will not be there. O3 is an allotropic form of an oxygen. Yes, it is also true. S8 is only allotropic form of a sulfur. No, they have written here one form. S8 is only. So what? We have only S8? No. S8 is also allotrop. S6 is also allotrop. Rhombic is also allotrop. Monoclinic sulfur is also allotrop. There are many allotrops of a sulfur. But in the question they have given S8 is only. No, S8 is not only. There are many other. So this is wrong. So this is answer is correct because this is false statement. Okay, and you have to find the incorrect statement only. So this is incorrect statement. If it would have written S8 is allotropic form of sulfur, so it would have true. But they have written S8 is only. Only means what? Only S8 is there? No, there are many other. We have S6 also, we have S4 also, we have S2 also, because they can do catenation. They have an allotropic form like rhombic, monoclinic, many are there. Okay, so answer will be C here. Clear? Then next is red phosphorus is more stable. Yes, that is true. So we have to find the incorrect statement, and incorrect statement is S8 is only. Due to that word only, it becomes incorrect statement. S8 is not only. There are many other also. Clear? Okay. So sulfant. Question number 27. Sulfant. So sulfant is 100% oleum. You should remember this. Okay. This is a very important question. And if you go on, see, everything cannot be done in the book. Everything cannot be done on the board. Okay. There are certain things you have to remember. You read books, you try to solve the MCQs from Merrill or from Pradeep, try to solve it. Okay. So sulfant is nothing but the 100% oleum. Clear this part? Phosgene, you know, carbonyl chloride. Other all the questions are now. 30 question means which of the following is the weakest acid? HF, because fluorine being a most electronegative in nature will attract very strongly hydrogen. Hence, the removal of hydrogen as H plus from HF becomes difficult. Hence, it's a weak acid. Clear or not, man? Fluorine reacts with water. There is also a mistake. Yes, there is a mistake in question number 34. I have repaired it. Answer will come A, not D. So 34 answer is A, not D. 34 answer is A, not D. Because as I told you, when fluorine will hydrolyze, will react with water, it will form HF and O2. Yes, that is my mistake. I am sorry. So fluorine reacts with water to give HF and O2. Clear this part? Answer will come A, not D. In 34 answer will come A, not D. Clear? 35. When cold NaOH reacts with chlorine, which of the following is formed? NaClO. This is correct answer. Okay, you can see in the book. NaClO only will be formed. Not NaClO2, not NaClO3, not none of this. Means NaClO will be formed. That is the correct answer. That is the correct answer because it is a cold. Okay. 37. Hydrogen bond is present in fluorine. Question number 38. Students, this question is the most easiest question. See, answer is B. There is no change. Why? They have told fluorine is, see, this is the wrong statement, man. This is the wrong. This is wrong. Fluorine, then they have given the chlorine. Then, okay, here Cl2 should come, Br2, I2. Here Cl2 should come. and in your option they have given only Cl. Okay, there is a mistake, I will give the bonus, but then understand this is also wrong answer. Why wrong answer I will tell you. Because see, fluorine is the weakest. Actually the series is like this, fluorine is the weakest. You have to understand fluorine. Why? Fluorine is the weakest oxidizing power, bond dissociation energy. Fluorine is having the less bond dissociation energy. Why? See, fluorine, remember, fluorine will have less bond dissociation energy because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See, yes, student, the fluorine size is very small. So when the fluorine size is very small, these two small atoms come close to each other. So due to this, there will be a maximum repulsion between this lone pair, because as the fluorine size is smaller. So as the fluorine size is smaller, so the number of lone pair will come close to each other. So this lone pair will have a maximum repulsion. So due to this maximum repulsion, it will break easily. That's why fluorine is having the less bond dissociation energy. Here they have shown fluorine is the highest bond dissociation energy. No, fluorine will be the less bond dissociation energy. So this answer should be there, but as it is not given here too, so you have to understand also. I will not give the bonus. You have to understand. Okay, so answer is correct here, B. Okay, then also let me check it out. Okay, other things I hope you know this. If you have other questions, very easy. Okay, if any doubt you can ask me. Okay, thank you.